From AccuWeather.com, this is AccuWeather Daily, a brief host-read article. It's weather news in a nutshell. As a complex storm setup unfolds, AccuWeather meteorologists are warning that daily rounds of severe weather, including the risk of tornadoes, will develop over the Mississippi Valley this weekend, then shift toward the Atlantic coast by early next week. While the situation is not quite as volatile as some prior severe weather outbreaks this month, where there have been more than 1,900 preliminary incidents of severe weather, including more than 220 tornadoes, the daily events can escalate to put a number of lives in danger and pose a significant risk to property. Ahead of the main areas of severe weather this weekend, a couple of pockets of heavy thunderstorms on Thursday could become severe at the local level. One area of locally severe thunderstorms is forecast to extend from northeastern Kansas and southeastern Nebraska to southwestern Indiana and northwestern Kentucky. The main threat in this zone will be from strong wind gusts and hail to flash flooding downpours. Now, farther south, a similar outlook for thunderstorms is forecast for southern and central Texas. Once again, today, a couple of pockets of severe weather could occur over the Central Plains with a larger area from southeastern Texas to Louisiana. The main threats will be hail, flash flooding, and localized damaging wind gusts. Saturday is forecast to be the first of the major days of potentially volatile weather in the unfolding pattern. The zone of severe weather on Saturday extends from eastern Oklahoma, eastern Kansas, and southeastern Nebraska to western Missouri, northwestern Arkansas, and southwestern Iowa. The threat includes the major cities of Kansas City and Springfield, as well as Oklahoma City and Tulsa. The main threats on Saturday will be from hail and high winds, but some tornadoes may be produced in the strongest storms. Because the zone over the Mississippi and Tennessee valleys will be strewn with clouds and areas of rain, the severe weather threat has diminished in this area for Saturday. Now, there may still be locally heavy and gusty thunderstorms along the central Gulf Coast. The severe weather threat will ramp up on Sunday in much of the middle of the nation. On Sunday, the risk of severe weather is likely to broaden and escalate over the Ohio, Tennessee, and Mississippi valleys. The threat from storms packing high winds, hail, flash flooding, and a few tornadoes will extend from the Michigan border of Indiana and Ohio southward to the Interstate 10 corridor of the central Gulf Coast, from northeast Texas to Louisiana, and the panhandles of Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida. Numerous severe thunderstorms are forecast from the lower part of the Ohio Valley to the mid-Mississippi Valley near the Ohio and Mississippi River confluence. On Monday, the risk of severe weather will shift eastward into a heavily populated zone along the eastern seaboard from Pennsylvania and New Jersey to northern Florida and southeastern Louisiana. Now, while the risk of tornadoes is low for Monday at this time, a few severe thunderstorms could still produce a brief tornado. The main threat of severe weather on Monday will be high winds, hail, and flash flooding. Some of the major cities at risk for severe weather on Monday are Atlanta, Charlotte, Washington, D.C., and Philadelphia, all of which are major airport hubs as well as large population centers. That's all for now. You can find more stories and regional forecasts at AccuWeather.com. And for your local forecast at your fingertips, download the AccuWeather app. Enjoy the rest of your day, be safe, and I'll be back tomorrow with more from AccuWeather.